Trying to figure out which retirement plan actually works when you're self-employed? You're not alone, and honestly, this is one of the most confusing and costly areas for business owners. You've got the SEP, the SIMPLE, the solo 401k. Everyone throws these terms around, but here's the real question. How much do you actually need to pay yourself to save $30,000 for retirement without overpaying in taxes? Because here's the shocker. Some plans are going to require you to take a six-figure paycheck in order for you to hit that same $30,000 target on just a fraction of the income. So let's break down exactly how each one works using the new 2025 rules. A client of mine, let's call her Jen, runs a boutique marketing agency. Her goal this year? Save $30,000 for retirement without maxing out her payroll. Her CPA quickly said, just do a SEP IRA. But Jen hesitated because that advice didn't quite sit well with her and didn't make sense. And she was right to pause. Each plan, the SEP, the SIMPLE, the solo 401k, has very different contribution rules and income requirements. So I pulled the 2025 limits, I did the math, I did a side-by-side comparison, and what we found shocked her. I'm going to walk you through the same breakdown that we did right now. And if you like clear breakdowns like this, hit the like button. It tells me to make more videos and also helps reach more business owners like yourself. So let's look at the 2025 comparisons. First up is the SEP IRA. The SEP IRA, it's an employer-only plan, meaning all the contributions comes from the business, not from you as the employee. You can contribute up to 25% of your W-2 wages, capped at $70,000 for 2025 if you're under 50. So to put away $30,000, you need to pay yourself $120,000 in W-2 income, because 25% of $120,000 is $30K. If you're sole proprietor, that number climbs to $150,000 in net income after your self-employment tax adjustments. Here's the bottom line. It's simple to set up and it's easy to maintain, but it requires a high paycheck to hit that $30,000 mark. Also, it's important to note in the SEP, there's no Roth options and you cannot do catch-up contributions if you're over 50 years of age. And by the way, for those of you who don't know me, I'm John. I've been helping business owners simplify their finances and their retirement strategies for over 28 years now. So if you need help or you have any questions about how this applies to your business, I'm here to help. Just reach out. Let's move on to simple IRAs. The simple IRA is a setup for small teams, but has tighter limits. You can defer $16,000 as an employee plus $3,500 catch-up if you're over 50. Your employer match 3% of your salary. And here's the problem. If you're under 50, the most you can put is roughly $16,000 plus your 3% match. You'll never reach that $30,000 number with a simple. And if you're over 50, even with that $3,500 catch-up, you need more than $350,000 of salary to stretch that 3% match high enough. The bottom line, it's a great starter plan for small teams, but not designed for business owners aiming to put $30,000 per year away. Now let's talk about the solo 401k. The solo 401k is where flexibility really kicks in, especially for self-employed owners with no full-time employees. You get to wear two hats here, the employee and the employer. As the employee, you can defer $23,500 plus $7,500 as a catch-up if you're over 50. As the employer, you can add 25% of your W-2 wages or 20% of your net profit if you're a sole proprietor. That brings the total potential to $70,000 if you're under 50 and $77,500 if you're over 50. So how much do you actually need to pay yourself to save $30,000 in the solo 401k? So if you're under 50, you can defer $23,500 and add about $6,500 from the employer side. That means you only need to pay yourself around $30,000 of wages to reach that $30,000 goal. Now, if you're over 50, you can contribute the $23,500 plus the catch-up of $7,500, taking you to $31,000, so you can hit your target with just $31,000 in income. Bottom line, more setup steps, but it's by far the most powerful tool, high savings at lower income levels, and offers both Roth and pre-tax options. So which one's right for you? Here's the big takeaway. Jen, remember Jen, almost went with the SEP, which would have required $120,000 in wages just to save $30,000. Instead, with the solo 401k, she hit the same target, only taking about $30,000 in salary. That's the power of knowing the math. The right plan is going to depend on your age, your business structure, and whether you want Roth flexibility or tax deductions now. The reality is most business owners, they're either overpaying taxes or they're underfunding retirement, simply because no one ever lays it out side by side like this. If you're wondering which plan fits your situation or how much you should pay yourself to hit your savings goals, let's talk. We'll spend 15-20 minutes, walk through your numbers, no pressure, just clarity. Thanks for watching, and if this is helpful, hit the like button or subscribe for weekly business wealth breakdowns such as this. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time.